All right, one more time. Let's do this. This is the 25 Chrysler convertible. Okay, there it is. I got brain fart once in a while. I can't remember what the heck I'm doing. All right, let me give you a look. All right, I've gotten one rail here in and aligned is good enough for the moment, because once you put the cross pieces in, you can start tweaking it out or in, because I have all the original centers. But overall, the steel brackets tell me it's in the correct place, because there are some steel brackets. Like this got to be in the center. That steel bracket can only be bolted one place, and that dictates where the back seat area goes. And the front is centered bolted. So this, and this dictates where this is going to be. Now, the only thing is in the center here, it might be in or out. But it'll just have to be pulled or pushed. We'll see. I haven't put this one in yet. I just had, I left this all side as much together as I could while I was doing this side, in case I had to look at this side to see what was going on. But now that I've got this in, I'm over here taking this apart. And I just got through pulling whatever it is. This is the sheet metal that went under the car itself. The rockers. There you go. Boy, am I lost for words. And you can see just how bad it is. There's not much to it. It was really gone. And it paper thin, too. This thing is thin. And I've made two of them. The other one's in the other room. This one here I've gotten on already, because it has to go under here. And it came out okay. The only thing I don't like, of course, is I used header paint and flat black primer sealer on it. Just trying to give it a goofy look or something, to make it look like it's wearing itself off. Or, I don't know. I'm trying to make it look similar to this, but I'm not sure what else to do. I have to sort of work with that. If I have to leave it like this and the rest of the car's like that, then I guess that's the way we're going to have to do it. But it's on and it's straight. So now I'm going to finish the sheet metal, and which is this, and put it on. And then go ahead and start making this piece. And I got one more little piece of wood to pull out. I thought about a bunch of different ways to doing it here. Cutting it and splicing it, because it's really good up there. And that's sort of a hard place to deal with. But I don't think I'm going to fool with it. I think I'm just going to get my little Sawzall and get in there and whack it. And then remove it. And then put in new, and just deal with the headache of, having to deal with that front bracket and the hole going down. It's a little hard to get a drill and stuff in there, because it's at a crazy angle. But I'll get it done. I did it over here, so I can do it over here. So this is where we are. Getting this cow lined up is really something. It seems like everywhere you measure it, and you can measure it everywhere, places you wouldn't think to measure it. And the best you can get out of it, as far as what I am doing, is like 1/8 of an inch. It's either this way or that way, or twisted, or something's not quite right, or what. But I've got it within 1/8 of an inch everywhere you can measure it. So I'm just going to have to live with that, because it seems like that's run of the mill for this kind of thing. I guess maybe back in the day they didn't, eighth of an inch was what they went with or something, but it's almost like the eighth of an inch is built into the car. So I don't know. But I'm trying to get it absolutely as close to square and measurements and, you know, whatever I can do. But it's still, no matter what I do or how I measure it or, you know, what side, it's everything's within an eighth of an inch. If you change one thing, it changes another. It's like there's a happy medium somewhere, and the happy medium is an eighth inch. So that's where we are. And of course, I made a hell of a mess. My garage is all blown up here, and I got tools everywhere. My workbench is turned into just a storage area for tools. Can't even work on it. Neither can I work on that one. And there's the side I took off of here. And all the bolts I had to, I think almost all the bolts I had to cut. They wouldn't come off. And then I've got to do some woodwork on this. And the running board, I couldn't get the, these were round bolts with pins to hold them down. You drive them into the running boards, and so it's a flush thing. And then all you have is a stud at the bottom. And I didn't want to mess them up too bad. You see these are in better shape. So what I did to get them out, and I didn't want to destroy the running board that bad. Yeah, you can see the little hockey puck that it drives in, it locks them, because the nuts wouldn't come off. You can see them, they're all in there too. So I just took a hole saw and drilled right around them all. Well, you can see it there and there and there, and down there, because the running boards are getting replaced. They're rotted to the point where if you stepped on them, you'd probably break something, maybe your foot, you know. So they've got to be replaced. But that's the way I got them out. Now I can vice grip them and get the nuts off without, and probably reuse some of them. I see 6 of them there I can probably reuse. These, of course, are rotted pretty bad, so I'll have to do something. I can weld a washer or something on a stud if I want to go back with something like this. But it's that's no big deal. Biggest thing is getting them apart. So that's where we are. And I'm going to get over, it's getting late in the tooth today, so I got to get this done. At least get some paint on this. So I got to go on the other side and get it, bring it over here and lay this on top of it and trace it so I can get a, this angle and the holes and stuff like that marked in it. And then throw some paint on it. And then maybe tomorrow I can go ahead and put it on and get my wood on. And these are the hardest pieces of wood to put on, I think. So once I get this stuff on, and I'm satisfied with the cowl being straight, because it really looks good when you close the hood. All the alignment is good. That's basically what I was using, was the hood panels. And I've got that pretty good. And it measures out pretty good. It cup measure it. So I think we're going to be good there. So the rest of it, we'll just have to see if there's a way, since it's in outer space here. And I couldn't even measure it before because all the wood was rotted and it was just sort of laying on the thing. So I guess I'll just have to put it together loosely, put the doors on it, and line it up from the cowl all the way back. And just keep making one panel straight all the way back, and then go over and do the same thing, and then hope it works out that way. Because that's, it's the way it's going to work. So here we are. And there's the one piece of wood that was part of the frame over here. That piece right there. And I used that as a measurement guide, and that helped me a lot. All these little pieces of wood help. So that's where we are. All right, well, I'll go ahead and